Welcome to Thistle and Olive Soapery. I'm Elaine and I'm the soap maker here at Thistle and Olive. The soap I'm making in tonight's video is this one right here. This is Thyme, Witch Hazel, and Honey with activated charcoal face and body soap. Of course, all my soaps are suitable for use on both your face and your body. But this one is formulated to be just a bit more gentle and suitable for your face. Now, I want to be like totally upfront and explain that the idea for Thyme and Witch Hazel soap was not my original idea. It was originally a recipe that was posted on the Brambleberry and Soap Queen blog and was shared with them by Jan Berry of the Nerdy Farm Wife. Now, I took that recipe, I tried it, it was a really great recipe. But I did change it to my preferences and what I needed the soap to do and what my customers would want in the soap. So I added some ingredients, I took away some, I changed some measurements, and then I added a lot of activated charcoal and I made it into my own. And so what I ended up with was this lovely facial soap. It dries into this really rock hard, long lasting bar. The essential oil blend that I went with, it smells just citrusy and a little bit spicy. It's just a lovely all around, all purpose soap, but it's really gentle for your face. So I hope you enjoy the video, and let's go make some soap. Okay, first I'm going to measure out my tea. I made a tea with thyme, and I let that steep in my refrigerator for a few days. This is cold. So I'm going to measure out the amount my recipe calls for. And now I'm going to go run this through a coffee filter a couple times because I want to make sure that there's no little leaves left in there. Okay, now I'm going to measure out my lye. And I work from a huge 50-pound quantity of lye. So I'm going to just take it over there and scoop it instead of pouring it on camera. Just add in the last little bit. So now I'm just going to pour my lye into my water. Well, into my tea, but I'm just going to do that slowly. And my liquid is 51 degrees. It's going to heat up significantly. Okay, so I'm just going to stir this until it's fully dissolved, and I can't feel any more little granules of lye in the bottom. That's good. This has heated up to 176 degrees, so I need to let that cool down quite a bit. So I'm just going to set this to the side while I measure my oils. Okay, I have my oils all measured, and so now I'm just going to measure out some of the additives that I'm going to use. I'm going to use some vitamin E. Okay, so in this container I have some raw honey, some witch hazel, and some vitamin E oil. And my honey got a little crystallized, but it's going to dissolve. And if it doesn't, I'll just stick it like on top of like a candle warmer, and that'll just heat it gently. And now I've got some sunflower seed oil, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of activated charcoal. And I'll just mix that up and add it a little later. That's it. And then I have my essential oil blend that I have measured out, and it's a blend of orange essential oil, sweet orange, well, orange Valencia, I believe. Yeah, Valencia. And then there's some Palmarosa, some geranium, and some myrrh. Okay, my lye has come down to temperature, and I'm all ready to make this soap. So I'm just going to pour this over my stick blender. So now I'm going to add my vitamin E, honey, and witch hazel. And the honey, I ended up not having to heat it up. It liquefied again for me, so it's fine. I'm going to add that right in there. I'm going to add my essential oil blend. And I'm just going to mix it up. So I'm going to pour off a pretty good amount in here. You know what, maybe not that much. Not that much at all. There we go. So this part I'm going to color with the activated charcoal, which has been mixed in sunflower oil. And I'll just mix this up. I think I'm going to add just a little bit more of this soap to it. So now I'm just going to pour this. And save just a little in case I need to. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this black soap in there. It's going to have a lot of black swirls. Save that little bit of black for the top because I'll do a little design. I'll push some of that soap down with this soap. And then we're just going to do a real quick hanger swirl. It's pretty fluid, so I don't want to muck up the swirl too much. Alright, so then I'm just going to lay this little bit of soap on top here, very gently. So I just poured that little bit of black on top, and I'm just going to take this little skewer. I'm just going to swirl it around and make little figure eights, and not even figure eights, I'm just going to swirl it. Just so the top will be a little more interesting. Okay, I don't want to mess with it too much or I might ruin it. I do want a little bit of black in this area. That's fine. Okay, so that's it. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm probably going to leave it right where it sits. I'm not going to insulate it because the honey is going to get pretty hot. I'm going to spray it with 99% alcohol, and maybe that'll help prevent soda ash. That's all I'm going to do to it. And this one I'm going to probably wait 2 or 3 days before I cut it, because I did not use a water discount. So it may not be ready to cut for a couple of days. Actually, I need to do one thing here. Clean up my edges. There we go. Okay, I'm going to cut the Thyme Witch Hazel and Honey soap. I've had to wait over a week. When I originally unmolded it, it was really soft, and it damaged the sides. But that's okay, I'll plane it off. It still might be a little soft, but we'll see. It's pretty soft. That's our side cut. Okay, it has been a few more days. I think we're finally ready to cut the Thyme Witch Hazel and Honey soap. What a pretty swirl. This is a really tall bar. It's still just a little sticky. These are really tall bars. They're swirled all throughout with that activated charcoal. They're going to dry nice and hard to a long-lasting bar. It's just going to take them a while. Oh, look at that pretty one. I love these swirls all through this one. Alright, well I have a ton more of this to cut, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done. God bless y'all and thank you for watching.